What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to show you why I quote-unquote love F1 2019. It is races like these that really enable me to keep going, to keep playing the game, and it's why I don't get tired of it. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a like if you enjoy this type of content. We were so close to 400k the other day. Then YouTube did a big purge. I lost like over 1,000 subscribers. We're back to 399 again. So I am determined to get 400k before Christmas or before the end of the new year, whichever I can get to. I feel like we might be alright, but if you haven't already, please subscribe. Would really appreciate that. But anyway, here we are for the Austrian Grand Prix. We are starting way down. Oh, not that far down. We're P10. 5 red lights. And it is now go time for the Austrian Grand Prix. Let's see if we can have a good race of things here. Judging by the title, you would probably say it will be a good race. Unless I was lying or being sarcastic. Only time will tell. But anyway, turn 1 is pretty fortuitous for us. We move up into P6, which is not too bad. I don't really feel like I did anything. I got a bad start as well. And the other drivers taking each other out was certainly helpful in my crusade of getting further afield.
Probably looking good from the start.
Thank you very much for that, HD crisp audio, Jeff. Yeah, PS4, by the way. This is still the PS4 lobby, so yeah, I intend to do more of this stuff in the future, and I feel like I might do another Road to Master Rank, but on PS4. I feel like it might be a little bit more difficult to do on PS4. So many more players, so many more good players. Even the guys in these lobbies were quite handy, so we will have a tougher time with things on console, so that'll be something I look forward to. Maybe in January, when we've got a little bit more time on our hands. But anyway, we're still in P6. We moved up a few positions off of turn 1 and have done jack all since. So let's do something about changing that if we can. Are we going to go up the inside into turn 1? It's a risky move because it's not really an overtaking corner. I overshoot massively there, and you can see we lose the momentum on the McLaren drive. He gets back through, and now we're actually going to lose a spot to this Haas who is going around our outside. We're going to see if we can do another dive bomb into turn 2. This time it's a lot more successful, and we are now in the top 5. However, the Haas driver has followed me through. He's going to have DRS, and we're going to have to use a bit more of our battery and fuel in order to defend. But we were quite late under brakes there. I really do rate myself as one of the last of the late breakers. We made doubly sure that we weren't going to get attacked there into turn 3. And, no, that's turn 4. There's a kink in between turns 1 and 2, the proper turn 1 and 2. So it kind of throws off all the corner names, which is rather annoying. But anyway, here we go. Penultimate corner. Absolutely love throwing it through here. We take a track extending warning, but I was going absolutely hell for leather at this stage, trying to build a bit of a gap between myself and Praga behind, who seems to be very fast in this race. The Renault going up the inside of the Alfa Romeo, and we're going to see if we can get through now for a podium. Following him through. Now we're clear, so we can pull to the outside, and we'll see if we can do this guy around the outside into turn 3. Oh, we've left a little bit of room, but also missed the apex as well, and we are through now for the podium. However, just like last lap, we've overtaken at the worst spot because we don't have DRS. We just give it straight to the guy we overtook, and it makes life a little bit more difficult for us, squeezing him on the inside. We're just trying to restrict the amount of space he can get and give us a better chance of holding the inside now for this next left-hander. We're touching tires as we go through the middle sector. We are through now for the podium, finally, and we can set after the top 2 in this Grand Prix. However, the Renault is coming back at us here into the penultimate corner. I'm going to turn in anyway because he wasn't exactly alongside. He was kind of there, but not fully deserving of some track space. I sound like a right twat right now, but you got to be a little bit brutal in these scenarios. Not really an overtaking zone, so I kind of knew he would back out. So it was my best interest to kind of cut off him there. Anyway, turn 3. We're getting dive bombed. Not really. We're getting overtaken into turn 3. I turned my battery down just a little bit, and we're going to let this guy go because I have used all of my battery in an effort to overtake these guys in order to defend. And now we're going to see if we can make this work for us. These two lap cars getting in the way. I'm going to leave my Renault compatriot a little bit of space. Maybe I've left him too much space there, as I just basically put myself on the grass there. That's, yeah, a bit of a frustrating commencement of proceedings after getting into P3. It seems like we're under attack constantly in this Grand Prix. The Haas driver back on our gearbox once again. We're trying to recover a little bit of battery just for this last lap. And it looks like this is going to be the showdown for the podium now. DRS finally in this Grand Prix.
This is your final lap of the race.
Thank you very much, Jeff, for pointing the lead and obvious. But let's see if we can set up this move. We can afford to have a few corner cutting warnings at this stage. We have been a pretty clean boy. Maybe one more and we'll be getting a penalty. But here we go to the outside at turn 3. Let's see if we can make this work for us finally. And actually hold DRS. Though we probably will lose it. And no, we don't have DRS. For goodness sake, here we go. This is the last lap of the Grand Prix. It's going to be 3 wide here between myself, the Haas, and the Renault. The Haas just backs out of it there. We managed to hold the outside, which is a difficult thing to do there at turn 4. Here we go, up the inside for the next left-hander. Come on, just let me have this podium. I've been fighting so hard this entirety of the Grand Prix. But it looks like we might finally have that opportunity. We squeeze out the Renault, and we are now through for the podium. Here comes the Red Bull, which is actually a lap down. We're going to savagely turn across in there because he deserves absolutely no space. And there we go. That is a remarkable race. P10 to podium. And there was not a single moment in this Grand Prix where we had a chance to just really breathe and just get into a rhythm. We were constantly either on the attack or under attack. There was no in between. It was absolutely intense. I loved the crap out of that race. And Grand Prix like that is exactly why I do open lobbies. It's exactly why I keep coming back to F1 2019. That was absolutely superb. P3, fastest lap was not too bad considering we were always in a battle, but did pretty well in the end there to fend everybody off. That was, I feel like a pretty good display of defensive driving, but also keeping pressure on and attacking. And I think we got the maximum out of that race, all things considered. Maybe could have managed the lap cars a little bit better. That really put me under pressure and under scrutiny, which might have cost me a shot of P2, but to be honest, the top 2 were too far away and pretty fast as well. So that was very, very difficult on my part. But now we're going to move on to the Italian Grand Prix. We've got a Grazie Ragazzi 1-2 here on the grid. So things are looking good here for the Tifosi. Let's see if we can convert in the race. 5 red lights. And away we go for the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza. It's not been a great start for me. Whether it's AI or real-life players, it seems like I'm struggling a little bit. But anyway, heading into turn 1, hopefully we don't get absolutely rammed off. The Ferrari is overshot turn 1, which is basically a gift, really. It gives me P1, and we're going to see if we can hold on to this position. LR Francis was one of the guys who was lapped at the Austrian Grand Prix in the last race, but he seems like he's got pretty good pace in this one. We're going to move to the inside here. Absolutely cut the crap out of the chicanes. You can get away with it. So if it's legal by the game, then it's legal by me. That's what I always say. We set a provisional fastest lap of the Grand Prix, trying to break outside of 1 second of DRS. We haven't quite done that on LR Francis just yet. The gap is still 5/10, and the slipstream, as you guys will probably know, is absolutely unbelievable. It's so powerful. Probably out of all the racing games that there is on the market right now, slipstream on this game is so darn potent. You can be...
The gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 1 lap old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 24.3. They have a time penalty of 2.0.
Okay, so 2-second time penalty for my friend behind me. But yeah, out of all the racing games that there is, the slipstream on this one is definitely the strongest. You could probably be like half a second, maybe a little bit slower than that, than like someone else you're racing. But if you're in the slipstream and if you're in the DRS, you can basically run with them. That's why in career mode I'm as competitive as what I am, and I'm able to pull away from my teammate in most of the Grand Prix is because I'm clinging onto their slipstream and DRS like a baby koala on its mother. But LR Francis does just that. He moves into the lead of this race. He might actually have the pace on me, to be fair. It looks like he's got a decent amount of straight line speed. from my memory, I think I was running with like 2.5 wings or 3.5. I'm not too sure. Basically, I only have one setup for all tracks on PS4 at the moment. I haven't gone through time trial and loaded them all in. I think I loaded a China setup, but I adjusted the wings for Monza. Maybe I haven't taken off enough downforce because I feel like some people might run 1.3 wings, 1.4, or even 2.4. I think my PC setup is 2.2 wings, but I up it to 2.4 in career mode anyway. But yeah, we're sticking to the slipstream of LR Francis. Extra downforce or not, it's making up the difference, and it's keeping us in the game here, at least on the straights. I feel like we're pretty potent in the corners, so maybe I am running extra downforce relative to this guy, but we're going to get DRS on this occasion, see if we can fly past him. This is all like a high-speed game of chess, really. Just constantly swapping positions, just leapfrogging each other. It's all going to be about positioning heading onto the last lap and making sure you can just fly past on the final DRS straight, potentially. So I'm making sure that whatever position I'm in, I'm making sure that I've got enough battery and I've got enough fuel to keep this guy behind, even if I am in front. As you can see, I have a big moment there into the first or the second chicane. Threw the car in a little bit too fast at high speed, and the rear tyres just said nope on that one. But anyway, the games are now starting to play here on lap 4. You can see I actually turned the battery and the fuel mixture down, and that is because I am getting ready for a last lap assault. This is a win-win scenario for me either way, because he would either overtake me, which he doesn't want to do, but because he doesn't want to overtake me, it allows me to charge up my battery for free, and that's what I'm doing. He's had a horrible run through the last corner. This might completely ruin his chance of winning the Grand Prix. I don't imagine that we're going to be under attack into turn 1, so I'm just going to try and break the slipstream to prevent that from happening. We turn the battery off as we head into the braking zone. The battery gets charged up in the braking zones. That's how the hybrid system works, and then we're going to turn it back on for the straights to give us that extra bit of acceleration out of the traction zones. The battery, as you guys will probably know, is most effective at low-end speeds. Gives you that torque. That's why electric engines are so good at low speed, like Teslas. But anyway, we can see LR Francis had a little go into the middle sector chicane. Didn't quite work out for him there, and he ran wide, he ran wide after running into the side of me, and now his Toro Rosso clan-sharing LR teammate is now into P2. So the game has now changed. We have to defend against this guy. I don't know if this one has a penalty or not, but we're going to fight away nonetheless, side by side into Ascari. Track limits are not being adhered to. It looks like the game is happy with things, but this is the run to the last corner. It's going to be side by side. If we've got any battery left, this is the time to use it. We're up into overtake, trying to see if we can make the outside line work here. Hopefully we don't get squeezed out, which it looks like is fine. But now it's hot lap and deployment mode to the line. The lap car is giving him the DRS in the slipstream. And across the line, we have won the Italian Grand Prix. He must have had a penalty because he is quite clearly finished in front of us. We to be quoted by an old friend of mine, I am the most notorious corner cutter in the history of the Formula 1 games, and I have won cleanly around Monza. There you have it, guys. F1 2019. 99% of the time, when you race online, you either get taken out or you just get taken out. That's it. But that 1%, like these two races here, when it actually all clicks and goes well together, it just shows how good and fun this game can be. Yeah, absolutely love it. There's a lot of people in league racing right now who aren't enjoying the game, but I'm just playing it casually, as you can see right here, and I'm absolutely loving life. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more racing game content. And until the next video, I'll see you next time.
Just